Hi. Welcome to Movies Reflexed. Today, I am going to talk about a 2019 horror thriller movie titled Escape Room. Watch out for spoilers. Take care. At the start of the movie, two men are shown. They were passing through a desert. Then, one of the men starts digging the ground. And the other man puts a box in that dug hole. Now, the digger asks the other man, "Why are we burying this box at this place?" That man replies, "Because it is a mysterious box. It's not be taken lightly. It had already been searched. Now, someone will again come here and search for it. When they are returning, after burying it then, the owner of that box says to his companion that, 'Now, you have known where we have buried it, right?' So he kills him by shooting a gun. After this, he also fires the gun at himself. Afterwards, some black and white photos are shown, where the same mystery box is seen. Then the scene moves to a boy named Bryce. He used to arrange the setup of the games to become popular on the social media. At this time, he makes a setup of a game named Escape Room. After it, he calls his partner, who was also his best friend. He tells her that, "We haven't been able to be at the top list of any website in the last season." His friend replies, "Don't worry. Everything will be alright. And we will do something good and special in this season." Then Bryce goes to a decoration shop. There, he catches the sight of that same mysterious box. But the shop dealer says it is not for sale. Being curious, Bryce asks her, "What is actually in it?" That lady tells him that Satan is imprisoned in it. Hearing it, Bryce hits upon a plan that he will keep this mysterious box in my escape room. When the shop dealer leaves for something, then Bryce stealthily moves away while taking that box. He keeps some money there. Afterwards, a couple comes on the scene. They were both friends with Bryce. They were going to join the escape room of Bryce. Then, one more couple is shown. They were also friends of Bryce. The girl's name was Jess. Then he receives a call from another friend. He asks him, "How long will it take for you to leave?" He says, "Just after a while." Then, they all move to the place of Bryce. There, Bryce greets everyone. Then the friend of Bryce goes to the villain of the escape room. She says to him, "Hide in a room, all of us have arrived." After this, Bryce reveals the rules and regulations of the game to everyone. That you will be locked in a room. And you will have to search out some clues there. Using them, you will be able to escape after unlocking the door. But, you will have only 55 minutes to escape. And the room will be filled with clues and puzzles. You will have to solve those puzzles. Then you will be able to come outside. Your voice will not be heard by anyone outside. There are no cell phones and there is also no network available. Now, Bryce covers their face with a piece of cloth. And he leaves from there. As they all enter the room, the door locks itself. On the other side, Bryce was keeping an eye on them through the camera. They find a tape recorder in that room. The recording of a voice message is played here. He was telling, "I would have died at that time when you will hear my recording. But, I want to give you some instructions. I have a son. He is not human but a Satan. And, he had also killed his mother and many other peoples. And I have chained him in the same room. This room belonged to him. He used to kill others here. You will not let him release, no matter what happens. You should leave this room as soon as possible." Because they had partake in the game. So they think that this is also a part of the game. They take it for fun. Now, they begin to search for the clues and puzzles there. At the same time, they see the son of that man whose recording was in that recorder. He was chained there. They all begin to laugh at him, thinking it is a part of the game. Then, Bryce's one of the friends notices that mysterious box there. And he unlocks that box without any deliberation. But that box was empty. When Bryce's friend leave that place, then a black entity appears from that mysterious box, which enters in the son of that man of the tap. But, no one notices it. Now, that man's son will be called Box Man. Then they see a cupboard which was locked. There were some code numbers on that lock. They were in red, green and blue color. Then Bryce's female friend finds an eraser. It had a text, DER. When that girl proceeds, then she notices a rope there. When she pulls that string, then the dead body of that man of the tap recorder is seen. He was hanged. At first, they were shocked. But then they neglect it. They also take it as fun. Then, Bryce's friend gets 2 coins under a cup. Thinking these as clues, he keeps it in his possession. On the other side, Bryce's office location networking creates problems unexpectedly. He doesn't understand, why did this happen? The boxman, who was chained. Now, he had advanced from his actual place. So they suspect him a little bit. They think that the boxman's chain is loosened after every 5 minutes. So he may pull himself forward gradually. Now, Briz's friend notices 5 red, 3 green, and 4 blue books on the bookshelf. He understands that the lock of the cupboard will be opened by mixing these codes. It means the code at 534. It happens the same way as they use the code. Pressing those numbers, one door of the cupboard is opened. From there, they get a key which belonged to the lying suitcase placed there. Now, they had also succeeded to unlock that suitcase with the help of that key. They get a scissor from that suitcase. Now, they had only 37 minutes left to escape. Taking the scissor, Briz's friend goes to that box man. He finds a cardboard box there. He cuts the box with the scissor. He gets a handle of a drawer and he hands over that to his other friend. Buda, that box man takes that scissor and kills Briz's friend. And he stabs him with that scissor again and again. Consequently, he is brutally killed here. Seeing it, all of them become very afraid. They begin to shout and hit the door. But no one is able to hear their voice. Then Brize is shown. He was standing in the balcony. Then his partner comes to him. She asks her, "Why are you standing here?" Brize tells her, "I am worried because the signals of my camera has been showing errors." His companion suggests him that he should stop the game. But Brize forbids to do this. Because the game will be spoiled if he does so. Then the public will give useless comments on their escape room. Briz's all friends are very scared there. They were very worried. They throw things on the box man. But he doesn't receive any damage from it. Taking the cell phone from Jess's bag, Briz's friend tries to call the police. It was clear that there was no signal in there. Boxman was proceeding with the opening of the chain as the time passes. It was proceeding towards them. Briz's friend says, "We will have to complete this game otherwise. He will kill us." Then they notice a drawer. Its handle was missing. Now, they fix that handle there which they had found in that cupboard. Doing so, that drawer is opened. A small box is seen from there, in which they have to put 4 coins. After it, they will get the key. Now, they had 2 coins which they had found before. They have to search out 2 more coins. Suddenly, 2 stuck paintings on the wall begins to appear mysterious to them. When they were checking it, then Briz's female friend was sensing as his friend is still alive who had been killed with the scissor by that box man. So, she begins to move to him. They had only 25 minutes left to escape the room. After it, the box man comes forward. He also kills Briz's female friend while stabbing the scissor into her head. Seeing it, Jess and her friend are even more worried. They are afraid but still, they will have to finish the game. They notice many triangles on the painting after observing it keenly. 2 triangles among them were buttons. So they press the sequence of the buttons on the painting. That painting opens due to this. They get 2 coins from there. Now, they put both coins into the box. And the 2 coins they had before, these were in the possession of that box man. Seeing it, they become worried. Briz's friend notices a smoke detector there. It was fixed exactly above that box man. So he explains to Jess saying, "I have lighter, I will go after the box man. I will divert his attention. You will turn on the lighter on that time taking it near the smoke detector." Jess's friend does the same. He catches the chain of that box man going after him. Taking the lighter near the smoke detector, Jess turns on the lighter. But nothing happens. After it, they both come at a distance from that boxman rescuing themselves. Time was continuously passing, and they had only 19 minutes left. Contrarily, Briz's companion is explaining to him, if they receive any harm in that room then we will be entrapped badly. So, you will have to stop this game in some way. But Brize was not being agreed for this. Now, he begins to watch the video of the game before the loss of the signals. What is the cause of loss of the signals? He comes to know through it that the signal had lost at that time when that mysterious box had been opened. Later, the villain of that game is watching at the camera mysteriously. He disconnected the wire of the camera. And it became the cause that the signal was lost. Then, Brize understands that it happened after opening that mysterious box. Now, Jess and his companions have no way to rescue them. Jess's friend says that, "I will go to the boxman to take these coins." But Jess forbids him to do so. Her friend says to her, "Just wait. I will surely get those coins." After it, he goes to the boxman. He notices a piece of glass there. Then, throwing a suitcase, Jess hits the box man. Getting the chance, Jess's friend stabs that piece of glass into the eye of box man. The box man doesn't get any harm even after this dangerous attack. On the opposite side, he attacks him with the same piece of glass. As a result, he is badly wounded. Afterwards, he loses his consciousness. Later the box man now proceeds to Jess. And he hands her over the both coins without harming her. Then, Jess puts both coins into the box. From there, she gets the key. And using that key, she unlocks the door of the second cupboard. She gets a hook from there. She revolves a box there after putting that hook into it. From that, the Joker appears. It was holding a note. That note had a text, UN. The trouble was increasing. Only 10 minutes was left. Then Bryce enters the escape room unlocking its door. But the box man pushes him outside. And he locks the door. He immediately asks his companion to call the police. The box man throws Bryce's keys into the corner of escape room. Now, only 5 minutes were left. Box man was opening at first sight. He coming near Jess. Now, she again notices the note with the text UN, and she tries to erase the text UN with the eraser with text DER, which she had. There were drawn some arrows, and they were also looking a sequence of buttons. But Jeff doesn't understand anything, and she goes to harm the box man. She lifts up a glass piece. But then, the same arrows are seen on the main door. As it had been written on that note UN witnessing it, Jess understands that the door will be unlocked with this. As she begins to leave, the box man stops her. And he begins to hallucinate her in which Jess's 3 friends were asking for her help. But Jess wasn't entrapped by him. Now, she had only 16 seconds left. Jess stabs the box man with the piece of the glass. And she presses the drawn arrows on the main door according to the sequence of those arrows. As a result, the door is unlocked. And Jess comes outside before time. Then, the box man begins to clap for Jess. He perhaps does so because she was the only survivor of this game. After this, Jess escapes from there. Meanwhile, the police also arrives there. They move to the escape room. The box man was going to attack the police officers. Then, police fire their gun at him. In this way, the box man is killed here. The black entity leaves his body as he dies. Later Jess was standing near an ambulance. Because her friend was being taken to hospital. He was badly injured. And Bryce was also standing there. He was smirking looking at Jess. It was looking as that black entity has penetrated him. Afterwards, Bryce's companion takes that black box in the same shop in order to return it. She tells the shop dealer, "I used to live with Bryce. He disappeared one day all on a sudden." Then the shop dealer says on this that I had attempted to explain to him that this is a threatening and mysterious box. But he didn't pay any heed to it. And he took it with him thinking as a toy. Then, the shop dealer asks her, "Have you witnessed this box while opening?" Bryce's companion says, "Yeah. I saw." Then the shop dealer says, "Oh. Now, that Satan will come for you." Hearing it, she is very frightened. And with it, the movie ends here. If you enjoyed this video then please subscribe to my channel and stay tuned for the upcoming uploads.